Throw it up. Start twerking like Miley. Oh yeah, twerking like Miley. Don't pop it like Miley.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. I got a crazy story for you guys today. Absolutely crazy. This is the first time that I actually was ever jumped, and hopefully the only, because I don't put myself in situations where that could happen often. But this really kind of was or wasn't my fault. I don't know how to put it. This kid was pretty angry with me. I sold him my truck, and it turns out there was actually a fairly big problem with it, with the rear axle. I sold it to him for $600, but we'll get into that right now. We'll give you a quick explanation. I'm not going to try and make this too long, but I hope you enjoy the Call of Duty gameplay in the background. It's actually a pretty good video. I actually did really well in these games. I lost the first one, but the second one is actually turned out to be pretty sweet. So here we go. We're gonna jump right into it. So the way I started my day was like any other. I wake up, I go to work, and after work I had plans to go back to my apartment that I no longer live at, to go fix damages that I put into the wall. Because being stupid and 20 and drinking with your friends, partying and everything, I put a lot of holes in the wall. I did a lot of stupid shit as a kid, and you learn from that. And I was actually trying to be a nice guy and going back and fixing all the holes that I put in the walls. So I rented a U-Haul truck so that way I could drive up there, because I no longer had a vehicle because I sold it to this kid. And so on my way up there, I'm cruising, having a good time, listening to music, blah, 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 blah. And finally I get to the apartment. And when I get there, I didn't have the keys here anymore, because I gave them to my other roommate that also lived there, and his keys didn't work there for some reason, so I just gave him mine. And told him whenever he decides to leave, just turn him into the office or whatever. And that was cool. I was cool with that. So I'm knocking on the door, and I couldn't see anybody. And there's a secondary way that we get into the apartment, which is which is going into the backyard, and we can actually slide the window open if it's unlocked and reach around and unlock the door, which was really easy. It was honestly way too easy and kind of sketchy to begin with. So as I'm reaching in and trying to unlock the door, literally I see my roommate coming down the stairs, and I got kind of happy, so that way I didn't have to go through the process of trying to do that. And so he obviously is going to go open the door for me. And let me remind you, this is the kid that I sold my truck to. So as he opens up the door, he has his fist like raised like straight in the air. I really didn't expect anything, because when you first see someone, or your roommate that you used to live with, you get kind of happy. You'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? Instead, this kid decided to hit me directly in the face, like as hard as he could, no hesitation at all. Just imagine like one of your friends hitting you as hard as they can in the face. If that's happened to you before, honestly, you know that it sucks, because that is not a good feeling at all. So as he does that, it knocks me on my ass. I fall like 2 feet onto the ground, because I was standing on steps at the time. That's how you get up to the door. And he pushes me down on my ass. Next thing you know, I see him coming down the stairs, and he's getting on top of me, fucking wrestling, and it turns into like a wrestling match. He's beating me up. Like he got me good. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He got me really good. Got me a couple times in my head, gave me a black eye. The side of my face was all like morphed and shit. Looked like someone like dumped lava on my face, and half my face melted. Let's go with that. Not really, but you get the general idea. So as that happened, he's kicking my butt. I'm struggling. I'm trying to get up. Finally, he gets tired. Probably a couple minutes into it, he's getting really tired, and I'm able to grab his hands and prevent him from hitting me. And I was able to stand up. And as I was standing up, I noticed out of the corner of my eye a knife on the ground. So I picked it up before, because for all I know, this kid wanted to literally kill me. He was yelling at me about money, how he wants his $600 back for the truck, how I tried to kill him, because the truck's a piece of shit. And I was confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on, because this is news to me. He never sent me a text message, no phone call, nothing, no communication at all. So as I get up and grab the knife, I pin it against him and push him against the wooden fence. And he kind of hesitates a little bit, because now I'm in control and I have the knife, and I'm trying to get answers. And he's freaking out. He's breathing heavy. He's getting tired. His fucking eyes are popping out of his head. Like he's going literally crazy. So fucking finally, after wrestling, he didn't really hit me anymore. I managed to go around and back to the parking lot and get into my U-Haul truck that I rented, and he follows me over there, and he keeps telling me he wants me to bring him to the bank, so that way I can give him his money back. And I was telling him I was just trying to get him the fuck away from me, and so I'm telling him, yeah, get in the truck, we'll go to the bank. And when I told him that, he tries climbing over me, tries climbing over the driver's seat to get into the passenger seat because he believes I'm going to lock him out of the truck, which actually turns out was my exact plan because I'm not a fucking idiot. And, he walks around the truck, and I close the door and I freaking lock it, and he actually climbs into the bed of the truck, freaking out, hitting the window, kicking the truck, trying to break it in. I don't know what his point of doing that. He was just angry. What are you going to do, break the window and climb in, and where are we going to go from there? So as I'm sitting in there, I actually called the cops. It took the cops about 5 minutes to show up. And honestly, they didn't help at all. The police fucking suck. They didn't do shit. They literally just talked to us and said this is just domestic violence or some kind of domestic violence shit, whatever it was. And the best they can do is if I want to press charges, I can do that, but I'm gonna have to do it on my own terms. Honestly, I don't believe that bullshit they were telling me. After thinking about it for a little bit, they probably just didn't want to do paperwork. So shame on them for that shit. Shame on them. It's a Taunton police, Taunton, Massachusetts. Shame on those motherfuckers. And so after that, they actually, I wasn't gonna go back in the house to continue fixing what I was trying to fix. In the first place, the cops actually would not let me go back in the apartment. They told me that I had to leave, and I can't. They wanted to see me get in my truck and drive away, and they wanted to watch me go inside. And so we're not near each other anymore. So there's no further problems. And which really sucked because during the time period while I was living with this kid, I thought he was pretty cool. I thought he was, but it turns out not. And also, it's pretty funny because while we were living there, he lost his wallet, and he's accusing us of. He won't physically say it. He won't verbally say that one of us stole his wallet, like directly to our face. But you can tell that's what he thinks. We stole it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I did not steal his wallet. I'm not a thief. I make enough money with my own job. I don't have to worry about fucking stealing other people's shit to afford to buy what I want, I guess you can say. I'd always paid my bills on time, never had any problems with that. And turns out, I remember during our fight, he actually was yelling at me too. He's like, I know you fucking stole my wallet, blah, 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 blah. It's like I had $400 in there. And I'm just literally like, fuck you, kid. You need to grow up. And like, this is not how you handle situations. You don't jump someone and start screaming for money, and it just makes you look like a fucking asshole. Like, it doesn't make you look good at all. So, but yeah, that's my story, guys. That's when I got jumped. If you guys liked it, give it a like, comment, subscribe. It was a crazy moment. If you got something crazy, send me a message, leave me a comment. Let me know if you ever got jumped before, because honestly, it's not fun. I would love to listen to you guys' story, or if you got a channel, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the future. We'll have more videos coming up, some more crazy stories, so you got that to look forward to. And yeah, keep it real.